Welcome to class, student. Today, we'll be looking at communicable versus non-communicable disease. What is communicable disease? What is non-communicable disease? The examples of communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are infectious or transmissible diseases. These are illness caused by pathogenic microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites that can spread between individuals. These pathogens transfer through various transmission routes. We want to be looking at the different routes in which communicable diseases are passed. Before, let's have an in-depth understanding of this communicable disease. These that is caused by something known as pathogenic microorganism, and there could be bacteria, there can be form of virus, fungi, and parasites, and they pass through different routes. I want to be looking at these routes. This route can be called a transmission method. We have the direct transmission through body fluid contact, such as the blood, the saliva, the respiratory droplets, or physical contact with infected individuals. We also have the indirect transmission via contaminated surface, object, food, water, or insect vectors. We also have the airborne spread through respiratory droplets expelled during coughing or sneezing. So examples are the viral infection. Examples of this viral infection: the influenza, the measles, HIV/AIDS, and hepatitis. We also have the bacterial diseases such as tuberculosis, cholera, typhoid, and fever. We have the parasitic illness known as malaria. We also have the fungi condition known as ringworm, athlete foot. This disease spread when pathogens move from infected individuals to others through environmental pathway or vector, making prevention and contaminant critical public health priority. So communicable disease, often called infectious or transmittable disease, spread from person to person, between animals and humans, or through environmental contact. This condition results from pathogens including the virus, bacteria, fungi, and protozoa. While some communicable infections cause mild symptoms, others can become serious or life-threatening. So we have key communicable disease are the several notable communicable disease which affect global population. We have the chicken pox, we have the COVID-19, we have the Ebola, the HIV/AIDS, the hepatitis B and C, HIV-related STDs, and communicable respiratory infection. Primary pathogen categories: we have the viruses. Simple pathogens containing genetic material without cellular structure. Viruses must invade host cells to reproduce using cellular machinery to create copies of themselves. We also have the bacteria that are called single-celled microscopic organisms that are found throughout the environment. While many bacteria are harmless or beneficial to human health, pathogenic bacteria can cause various infections by damaging body tissue or releasing harmful toxins. Most communicable diseases produce symptoms either through a direct cellular damage from the pathogen or from body's immune response to infection. Common disease causing pathogen: we have the respiratory viral infection known as the rhinoviruses. Primary cause of common colds, producing stuffy running nose, sore throat, and headache. Transmission occurs through respiratory droplets or touching contaminated surface before touching facial mucous membranes. We have the coronaviruses, respiratory virus family including the SARS-CoV-2, causing illness ranging from mild cold symptoms to severe respiratory disease. We also have the influenza, respiratory infection producing fever, chills, nasal congestion, cough, headaches, body aches, and fatigue, spread through similar routes or as rhinovirus. We have tuberculosis, is a bacterial infection primarily affecting the lungs. Key symptoms include persistent cough lasting over 3 weeks, appetite reduction, unintended weight loss, fever, chills, night sweats. Common fungal infections include ringworm. This widespread fungal skin infection creates characteristic ring-shaped rashes that may appear dry, scaly or itchy. Transmission occurs through direct contact with infected individuals, sharing personal items like towels or bedding, contact with infected animals, particularly cats. Without intervention, ringworm can spread to multiple body areas. We also have the athlete foot as an example of communicable disease, a common fungal foot infection producing sore or itchy white patches between toes. Transmission occurs through direct contact with infected individuals or contaminated surfaces in moist environment like locker room, showers and pool areas. Vector-borne disease. We have malaria caused by Plasmodium protozoa transmitted primarily through mosquito bites. Symptoms include fever circles with chills, headaches, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle pain. Without proper treatment, malaria can become life-threatening. Through vaccination programs have effectively reduced fatality rate. We also have the Lyme disease. America's most common vector-borne illness is transmitted by a black-legged ticks, primarily caused by Borrelia bacteria, with some causes of Borrelia mayoni. Symptoms include headache, fatigue, fever, distinctive skin rash. Without treatment, Lyme disease can progress to affect joints, heart and nervous system. Transmission routes. We have different transmission routes. We have direct person to person contact, exchange of bodily fluid, inhalation of pathogen containing respiratory droplets, animal or insect vector bites, and consumption of contaminated food or water. Preventing disease transmission. Reduce your risk of contracting or spreading pathogen through these key practices: thorough frequent hand washing, regular disinfection of household surfaces especially high touch areas like doorknobs and food preparation zones, sanitizing personal devices including phones, complete cooking of meat, eggs and other susceptible foods, maintaining proper food handling and hygiene, avoiding consumption of spoiled food, minimizing contact with wildlife, completing recommended vaccination schedules, taking anti-malarial prophylaxis when travelling to endemic regions, and conducting regular checks for ticks and other parasites. So airborne diseases, that's transmission and prevention. Airborne diseases spread through both direct and indirect transmission routes. Pathogens enter the air through respiratory droplets released during breathing or sneezing where they remain suspended. Some droplets dry out, creating microscopic particles that can attach to or infiltrate the body system of nearby individuals. Environmental pathogens like Aspergillus fungus commonly exist in soil, decomposing plants, household dust, building materials, food and water. Construction dust containing these fungus may trigger illness in susceptible individuals. Similarly, anthrax spores naturally present in soil worldwide can cause infection when inhaled through dust particles. Characteristics of airborne particles: contain potentially active microorganisms, feature protective coatings of dried secretions, remain airborne indefinitely and travel considerable distances. Non-communicable disease are chronic non-contagious conditions resulting from genetic, psychological, environmental and behavioral factors. They cannot spread between people and often require ongoing management. The key characteristics are non-transmittable between individuals, typically chronic and persistent, multifactorial in origin, and leading cause of global mortality and disability. Common examples of non-communicable disease are cardiovascular condition, various cancers, diabetes, chronic respiratory condition, mental health disorder, certain types of injuries leading to chronic conditions. Preventing strategies while reducing tobacco use, limiting harmful alcohol consumption, increasing physical activity, and adopting healthier dietary habits. Thank you for listening.